You know, every so often, I meet people on this planet that feel as if they don't belong here. They feel as perhaps they don't really belong to the norm, as if they don't fit with the mainstream. They feel as if there is something beyond what we can see, beyond what we can hear. Now, in Judaism, we believe and we acknowledge that there is something beyond. We call it godly wisdom, and we try to bring it down to earth. It's as if it is beyond. And immediately we challenge ourselves. So we say, we believe that there is a godly wisdom beyond, there is some kind of light. But if there is light or godly wisdom, why is it that God did not simply implement it into our heart? Why did God not simply implement it into our brain and into our heart if there is this wisdom or something beyond? Now, the Jewish Kabbalah teaching gives an answer. The Jewish Kabbalah says that this is not happening. God did not implement the wisdom straight into us, so to speak, because God wants us to take part in the creative process. I will explain. You see, the beauty of creation is that God did not complete the creation. We have to complete the creation. So you know the biblical story of God creating the world in 7 days. Now we're saying actually the seventh days continues. It has not been completed. There is something for us to do. It is as if God is playing hide and seek with us. God has concealed himself. This higher wisdom is hidden, it is concealed, and we are supposed to find it. We are supposed to reveal the presence of God in the world. And when we do so, we bring that knowledge down to earth. Now, how did God conceal himself? How did God is hiding, playing hide and seek with us? In truth, nobody knows, right? But the Jewish Kabbalah teaching tells us that there are two interesting attributes to God, which are represented through two names of God. One name is here on the left, the sacred name. It has 4 letters. This is the English. In English, it is so sacred that we don't even pronounce it. So I'm not going to say it, and I'm not religious, but out of respect, we do not pronounce it. We call it the 4 letter names of God. There's another name to God, Elohim here, or you can say Elohim right here. So when we talk about God in the 4 letter name, we can think this name, we can read it, but we don't say it. But when we think about that name of God, we talk about God that has a quality or attribute, property to create something which is so eternal. God is creating something so eternal that immediately it's absorbed back into God. So God is creating, it's full of light, it immediately absorbed back into God. But when we talk about God through his name Elohim or Elohim, we talk about his special action. So what God is doing, God is creating something, but then he is narrowing the light of his creation. In Hebrew, tzimtzum, tzimtzum. I'll challenge you later to pronounce it, tzimtzum. That means that God is creating something and is narrowing the light. It makes it more condensed. God is making it more dark and more condensed, and therefore he is creating the illusion of separation. This is our planet Earth. We have the illusion of separation from God. And therefore, our job is to work and to put effort into revealing God and into drawing down that higher wisdom into our reality. Now, why would God want us to make that effort still? I mean, it can be done easily. Why should we put effort into that process? The reason is this. If I would come to you with a golden plate, let's say a golden iPad with all possibilities available for you to choose. So whatever you want in life, your relationship, your education, your house, your car, everything you ever dreamt of, you can just choose. You just click on that iPad and it will become real. If that will happen, I'm sure you will choose what you want. I will choose what I want, and we would enjoy it for a while. But I promise you that after some time, few months, after a year, you will look around at your house, at your perfect life. You will look around you and you will say, actually, I don't feel that I have achieved it. I don't think I've earned it. It was handed out to me. You would not feel fulfilled. If God will give you everything right now, you will have everything, you will not feel fulfilled. And therefore, God, according to Kabbalah, as I understand it, wants us to put effort. He wants us to work in revealing Him. Because when we do so, we would feel that we have earned it. We would feel that we deserve it, that we achieved. We will feel fulfilled. And doing so, we will also become co-creators with God. We will become partners in the Bereshit here at the bottom left. The word Bereshit is the Hebrew word of Genesis. Put in an effort, becoming co-creator with God, we becoming partner in the creation of Bereshit, of Genesis. This is all great, but how do you achieve this? How can you do that? Well, if you follow Judaism, there are all kinds of rules, deeds, good deeds. In Hebrew, we say mitzvah. Plural is mitzvot. Good deeds. Some of the deeds that the Torah, the Jewish Torah, tell us to do, instruct us to do, some of the deeds are between one person and another person. So they are teaching us how to behave properly with each other. Other mitzvot, other deeds, are between a human being, a person, and directly with God, directly to God. Now, in Judaism, as you know, we have this concept of a rabbi, the Jewish priest, rabbi. Now, the rabbi does not stand between you and God. No, we don't believe that. You have a direct connection to God. The rabbi will probably know a lot about the Jewish law, about the Torah. He's versed in the Torah. You will go, you will speak, you will ask him, he will be useful, but he's not between you and God. He's not your path to God. No. You are connected directly to God. There are 9 billion people on this planet. 9 billion people are connected directly to God. You are connected directly to God. And some of the mitzvot, the deeds, are designed to elevate you to feel God, feel God's presence. Some of those mitzvot between you and God, the deeds, are called bracha. Here, on the left, bracha. Bracha means blessing. So basically, we bless the food, we bless the water. We should even bless the morning because God is giving you a new day. It doesn't have to be like that. So blessings are one way for you to experience your connection to God. Now, in truth, God does not need us to bless anything. God does not need anything from us. He does not require anything from us, in truth. God has everything. He's self-contained. He's got everything he needs. The purpose of bracha, of blessing, is actually to raise our own consciousness. By saying blessing, we will appreciate the mundane, the simple things in life, and therefore we will start to see the beauty in them, the light in them. So blessings designed to help us raise our own consciousness. It's interesting because the word bracha in Hebrew, blessing, sounds very similar to the word brecha here, brecha. Brecha means pool of water. Bracha, blessing. Brecha, pool of water. Now, here is the word brecha, pool of water in Hebrew, right there. And you can see this little letter here, yod, in the middle. I'll highlight it. That's the one, this yod. When this letter exists here, it says brecha, pool of water. When you take that letter, the yod, it says bracha, blessing. So the idea is that this letter yod is the first name of God. The sacred name, the 4-letter name of God, that is the first letter in the sacred name of God. So when you say bracha, a blessing, and you intend towards God, you turn it into a brecha, a pool of water. That's the idea. Now, why pool of water? Because we know that water seeks the lowest point. Water always goes down on earth, goes to the lowest point on earth. And therefore, the idea is that when you say a blessing and you intend for God, you're hoping that the light from above will flow down as water flowing down. It's about drawing down from high place to low place, from heaven to earth. We're hoping that the blessing will bring down the water of light. Now, this idea of being connected to God has been celebrated in Judaism for thousands of years. Here you see a photo of the Western Wall, which is the only remaining from the Jewish temple. The Jewish temple that stood in Israel 2,000 years ago, it was destroyed 2,000 years ago. That's the only thing that is left. And people here feel that they have direct connection to God. So much so that people would come to this place from all over the world. They would write prayers, notes, and requests on piece of paper, and they will tuck it in the gaps between the stone, in the creeks between the stone. They will literally put notes, prayer to God because of their connection, the feeling of the direct connection with God. Here you can see example. Now we live in England, quite far from Jerusalem. So I thought to create an online version of Letter to God, and you can write your letter to God here, and you can publish it. We have hundreds of letters already, which people have been writing over the years, and you can read all of them in this link. You can publish it, or you can keep it private. So you click send, but you keep it private. We don't publish it. So my understanding is that Judaism is ethnic religious group. Religious because it contains those people who believe in what I've just explained, the association to God and the symbolism of the religion. But ethnic group, because as long as you are born to a Jewish mother, you are also Jewish, even if you're not necessarily religious. So it's ethnic religion group. And to this, I would like to add the word spiritual, ethno-spiritual religion. Because in truth, if you are not born Jewish, but you feel in your spirit that you are connected to Judaism, then you can convert. You can convert to Judaism. Mind you, it's very long, very difficult process. When you go to the rabbi, he will probably tell you, oh, you sure you want to do it? Go away, think, and so forth. But you can do it, and people are doing it. So how do I understand Judaism? I understand it as ethnic, spiritual, religion association.